see as he's twisting his knuckles down, elbows in a fixed position, and you kick your knuckles to the ground, look at my lateral head. Point to my lateral head. Right there. So, whenever you're here and knuckles down, lateral head gets worked right, like you feel it in there. Okay, so we're here, we start out, lateral head. That's all I'm thinking. I'm working my overall tricep, but I'm thinking lateral head, lateral head, lateral head. Squeeze that motherfucker, push blood in. Okay, then after I exhaust them until I can't really get a full repetition down, I'm gonna step back, lean in. And as I lean in, like you saw me, I'm right here, I step back and lean in. Now, yeah, this right here is just pulling like crazy. I feel it, and then I'm here, push down. So there you're hitting your long head and your medial head, like right there, this whole stretch down here. So, elbows in a fixed position. So, with that, now we're able to say just pushing a ton of blood in the overall, and really stick his elbows in there. There is going to be a lot more emphasis placed on his lateral head. Like the closer, the tighter your elbows get, like you want to just kind of jam them into your sides, you'll feel the tightness. You'll feel it all start to push in there. Okay? Just another way to add a little bit more intensity. So you'll see it's still a tricep press down with the rope, but now we're going to... We're going to move on to dumbbell hammer curls now. And you are going to place such emphasis on your lower bicep thickness, like this area right here, okay? Because whenever you're doing hammer curls, this is all the further we want to go, right here. We're not going up here or nothing like that. Obviously, we're going to start working in the form a lot more. Okay, both is working overall arm development, but the second that you cross your body, brachialis, forearm, bicep thickness, that's what we're working. What do you think I'm going to say next? I gotta stay functional and fuckable. That's how it works. That's how it works. But the legs, I don't need the legs to be too much bigger. I like where they're at. I just need to make sure functional. Functional, need to stay strong. Core exercises are a big thing for me as well. I need to make sure that like I stay strong in the core. Getting older, a lot more stretching and a lot more mobility. And I'll also say this, over the past, like, shouldn't say that I fucking love it. It's not in my repertoire any longer. No, I attest like my thin skin to the maturity of my muscle, the years of training, the years of eating clean, and then shit like this. Just always pushing for more. Like every day I do 200 push-ups and 200 sit-ups. Doing it, my skin thin. And like I just look, I'm always very vascular. The food, the water, the hydraulic. I mean, hydraulic, and it is a supplement, and people will be like, oh, you're fucking pushing your shit. No, the goal was to look like a fucking giant hard-on. Veins out, all fucking jammed. In good cardio shape, just not the same anaerobic exercises. I'm gonna get there. I'm getting back into it. It's more high reps. And if you were to ask me, like, we get fucking ton of questions, so here's the gig. Like when I train arms, I like the pump workout. I want to move weight, move moderate weight, and just ton of fucking reps. I like the blood flow. I just like looking good when I do it. That's what makes me feel good. Whenever I'm doing back, I got two different types of back workouts that I like to do. I like to do the pump version, the volume, and then I also like to do heavy shit. I like to do deadlifts. I want to do heavy shit. I want to do fucking shrugs with like the 160-pound dumbbells. I want to do shrugs with fucking 405. I want to lay into some moving, some fucking weight. But then I also like doing a ton of reps on a volume where my back's just so fucking swollen I can't wipe my own ass. You know? I just want to feel good when I come here. I want to make sure I get that feeling. That feeling is what's going to push me to the level in my head in which I need to go home and operate all the other aspects of my life on a high level. Because if this becomes a chore, if this becomes something I don't want to do, everything else in my life will be affected. Because this is my shit. I'm out of shape. Okay, you got to get ready. You better work harder. Start pushing yourself, little by little, harder by harder, whatever the fuck. This is the stuff that takes me to the other parts of my life where I'd be better. So, gotta do a better job here. And we let it rip. Now, I'm waiting 30 seconds after I'm done my tri-set, and then I wait 30 seconds, and then I go hit my bicep, and then it's immediately after my bicep, I do my tri-set. And then we just roll with it. Start pushing blood. Work, motherfucker. And right back into the fucking curls. With this, the wider you go, the more overall bicep thickness we're working, okay? The closer you go, the more outside of the bicep you're gonna work. And just eating this shit up. You wanna have intensity. You can see it. You can see me loving this fucking shit. This is what I mean whenever you hear me say go have fun in the gym, I'm having a fucking blast right now. And right after you're done your fucking bicep, you go right in to doing your skull crushers. Pick that shit up and go. Make sure you're comfortable, situated, shit rolling, and move right into hammer curls. Hammer curls can be done a ton of different ways. I slightly cross the body. We want to work we're trying to elongate the bicep, thicken it up, and work the brachialis and the brachioradialis. You know, so whenever you're standing there, you have a good split in your arm. You can see the bicep, the brachioradialis, and your tricep. Whenever you get leaner, it becomes more pronounced. The jerk-off muscles. Some of you guys know all about that. You could probably put me in that category. Dickhead. And right over the head. I found out how much I love these. I see the lateral head working. Okay, that's our goal here. We really want to push blood using a little bit heavier weight and feel it. Enjoy it. one-handed cable curl. I absolutely love this fucking machine. If you don't have this machine, you can use a, go ahead and use a straight bar on your low row machine and do your curls. With this, I'm using some pretty heavy weight. I don't believe we show the weight. I think we're using like 90 to 100 pounds here. And the goal is to push blood using a cable, which again, you can, it's just a different pull on the bicep is all it is. And I absolutely love this machine. When I'm doing it, I'm able to feel the weight on the way down as much as I feel the weight on the negative as much as I am on the positive. Right back at it. I am having a blast. Always remember to go into the gym with a passion and enjoy yourself. Again, we want to move the weight. We want to feel the weight, feel the muscle grow. Focus on it growing. This is arm day. You're supposed to have fucking fun. This is one of my favorite exercises for biceps. And again, if you don't have this machine, look into using a straight bar on your low row. Right after that, step right over into some press downs. Now with these press downs, so just keep that in mind when you see it in the workouts, in the bios of some of my workouts. You'll see that, say, warm-up set, get used to it. It's still going to be tough. Get like 12 to 15 reps, then your work sets. And right now, we're going to work for that like spider curls with the dumbbells and rope press downs. Now that we moved all the blood, moving a little bit of weight, now we're going to really isolate. Stricter form, we're going to squeeze more blood into the biceps and triceps. With these spider curls, you see me, I'm using a dumbbell. A couple different ways. You see me do one-handed, you'll see me do doubles, and also pay attention to where I grip the dumbbell. Whether you grab it in the center of the dumbbell, more towards the back of the dumbbell, or further up to the top of the dumbbell. all that's going to play a role in how it hits your biceps. Physics. I'm able to get a better squeeze on the outside of my biceps. Me personally, I feel like I have to work on more of the outside than I do the inside. Okay, if you grab all the way up to the top of the dumbbell and squeeze, you'll feel the inside of the bicep work a little more. Still hitting biceps, but just more emphasis placed on one head than the other. And then you'll see me spin the dumbbells out. All I'm doing, that's an old Arnold Schwarzenegger from back in Pumping Iron. You'll see him do it. So spin the dumbbell. All it's doing is going to push, let more blood flow to that area, and then squeeze again. You're going to squeeze more fucking blood into that, okay? So you'll see me, those are just little techniques to add a little bit of pizzazz, fun, intensity into your workout to become better, we'll put it that way. So, do another set. So the other night I was sitting there, like I was leaning on the table, and Hannah looked at me. I didn't have a shirt on, and she's like, "Why do your nipples like point down?" I was like, "It's because I got like a tit." It's like a tit. Whenever Shane's making fun of me now. So whenever I was like younger, I wanted to build a chest. I saw guys like, Cutler, Coleman. They just had these big sides. They were just. I wanted a big side chest, so whenever it'd be up. I want that tit. So I'd always do things like a wider grip on flat bench, and whenever I'd be doing dumbbell flies, I'd work on the bottom 3/4 of the rep. Okay, that is what I attest this thick ass chest to, the tit. So on this next set, what I want you to look at, I'll pull my titties out a little bit. Whenever I'm doing them, I want you guys to see, and for some people they're like, oh, I have bigger shoulders than chest. It's because you're shoulder dominant. Your shoulders are stronger than your chest, hence the reason you have a weak, big, thick chest. Of you, the whole bro science thing of this is feeling it and manipulating the exercise and the movement so that you grow. As you can see, like the outside is just crazy pump. Crazy pump. That was the goal here, was to get so whenever we hit the side chest, crazy full. And the same fullness over on this side. Nice and full. That's our goal here, because we're trying to still that look. This is a pose here, and that's a pose. So that's how my head was working. Or you can do 12 reps this way, and once you're fatigued, take a big step forward and do as many as you can this way. Make it harder. Whew. A little thicker, a little fuller. Now, again, I'm chest dominant. I fucking love training chest. Every single thing that I do, I was envisioning something. I'm sculpting my physique. The thickness of the chest. Dominant look. Whenever I'm doing my cable crossovers, right here. Or the crab. Everything is based on something that I saw, and I'm going to emulate that pose or that look with the exercises that I'm doing. Dumbbell pullovers. Whenever I do dumbbell pullovers, you see it right there. You see the whole look. Pullover. Do the exercises that you have to do and how hard you believe you have to work. Figure out how hard you have to work, multiply that by fucking 100 and do that. lower the fucking weight, stay in control, and use. All right, we're gonna do dumbbell pullovers. Do a little bit of a drop set over there. Just, it's good. Beat my ass. A little different. Doing the flies first, moving into a little heavier movements, making sure you focus on the details of actually squeezing on each rep, feeling the weight, that's important. You see me throughout this whole thing posing. For anybody that's getting ready for a show or just trying to look really good naked, the posing is an old school thing. It helps push blood into that muscle group, but also just continue to mature it. Keep squeezing the fuck out of your whatever body part you're working. Old school tactic from Arnold, punch pumping iron, read Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, big with that. So yeah, after each set, squeeze, hit poses, stretch out, quick stretches, no elongated like 20-second stretches, just some, I guess, keep mobile, as my brother would say. Yeah, the Seth sets. Really great technique to add into your workout to add some intensity. That's about it. Check out the bio. Check out the bio for the full workout. I have a couple details in there to make sure you keep your eye on. Watch the video over and over to pay attention to techniques. That's about it, man. All right, mid sides, moving in the fronts. Again, me personally, I like the neutral grip straight up, and I squeeze this shit. All that right there. That's all I want to happen. So whenever I'm looking in a mirror, I'm doing my sets, I'm squeezing the fuck out of it. So therefore, I also, right now, I just want to keep pushing blood. As you can see, you can see my shoulder, you see where everything inserts. Like the round shoulder, round tricep, you see it's insert there, all the way up. Same thing when I come up in here, you see everything insert. So that's my concept with the, like I was saying, with the hydraulic and the demo day. As I'm doing the reps, and I'm filling more and more up with blood, then I just sit there and let everything hang. It pulls on everything, and then I can feel more blood flow. Me, I tend to, a lot of instinctive, and I want to make the shit really hard. Like, doing the rear delts and then going in the fronts is way more difficult for me going from the fronts into the rears. That's what I just learned with this little 3 sets that we just did. I noticed going from rears to sides to fronts is way more difficult. Now, I want to do front, sides, and rears because it's like, be way easier on me, but I just noticed that doing it that way, I'm feeling a little bit more, I feel more blood, I feel more burn, I feel more difficulty there. And then, right now I think I'm gonna work into presses. I like the total shoulder machine. That's something my right shoulder gives me trouble. That's why you don't see me do a lot of crazy heavy presses anymore. I noticed that that machine gives me it just positions my back, positions my shoulders, and gives me a better feel on my shoulder than, say, any type of dumbbell military press or barbell military press. So I'm gonna work into that, one more set of this, and then I'm actually feeling some cable work. I don't do much cable work. I think that the reason I'm liking it, just the pump and just being able to really isolate and push blood into specific areas, which we'll get into whenever I get there. So, another one. And you'll also see me kind of dip into it. Rather than stay upright and go up here, I'll dip into it. When I dip into it like this, I'm able to squeeze my front delt that much harder. So pay attention to where I place my feet. Make sure you have a good base, so whenever you're doing like a front, arm fit for you. Now my hand placement is going to play a huge role. So if I keep my hands close and when I pull back, it's going to be different than if I hold my hands wider. You see the shift, okay? So feel the difference from when you grab the bar here, okay? And it's going to pull differently on your rear delts and your side delts, but mainly emphasis is from behind, the look. Hands here, look how it's pulling. When my hands are wider, like this, it's gonna hit a different part. You're gonna feel it different. So we're here. We'll do a couple with a wide grip. See the wideness?
no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Come on, work it all out. There's the half left out
I don't
too.
take shit.
Work them out. Work out all the fucking shit. Work it.
And wanna hate
Come on.
this, I'll always show up and make a
There it
statement.
is. There it is. Ah. Tell you what, that's what you have to fix. Like push it all out. If you're eating it, like it's your fuel to get it out. Like you got it. You got it all there. Like you see what I'm talking about? Like it's all there. Everything's there. But like I'm not pushing. Like I mean I'm fucking full. But like I know the different feeling. If I had like 150 carbs in me, bro, this shit would just be pushing harder. I still got shit in me. I can still feel it all. Me knowing what I feel like and how I felt. Little difference. Man, sodium and fat is fucking wild. Like you see it right there, look, the wrinkles, the little crinkles right there, that's not really much fat. What it is, it's the lack of carbohydrates in water. Like I still am kind of fat, I still have fat on my body, but like right here before, this shit would be pushing so hard I could feel it move. Different feeling. Yeah. I don't hate it. I dislike it. I did, so on this, wide grip to start, and I'm going heavier. So I'm gonna do 8 reps, and then my next set I'll drop down 2 or 3, and then I'll do like 12 to 15. So I did this with chest the other day, started heavy and worked lighter, and I got a crazy squeeze, so I was just trying it here. Kind of like an instinctive training just to try something new.